Why would the avoidant commit to somebody else but not to me? Why wouldn't they commit to me? Was I not good enough? It has nothing to do with you or your worth and everything to do with their wounds. And the better you show up, the more loving you are, the harder it is for them to commit to you. This is a person whose nervous system is hardwired to reject healthy love and to feel deeply unsafe with emotional intimacy. That's not your fault. It goes back to their childhood. A dismissive avoidant or fearful avoidant that leans heavily dismissive, they were on the receiving end of profound, consistent childhood emotional neglect. Their emotional needs were not met at all, growing up in households where you don't talk about feelings and their feelings were rejected and dismissed. So what happens is they personalize that neglect and they grow up feeling defective and unlovable, like there's something wrong with them. Because of this, they put up walls around their heart and they keep their partner on the other side of the wall because their fear is, if I lower my walls and I let my partner in, my partner's going to figure out that I'm defective. They're going to figure out that I'm unlovable and they're going to reject me. So closeness is emotionally linked to rejection and abandonment in the mind of the avoidant. In the case of the fearful avoidant, closeness means you're going to get betrayed and rejected and abandoned. So emotional closeness triggers their nervous system on fire with anxiety. That limbic system is absolutely on fire, and their attachment system is urging them and compelling them to push you away to keep themselves safe. So why could they commit to somebody else? Well, let me get into that. Commitment, when you commit to a person, especially at a deep level of commitment, it's essentially implied that you can't have walls up with the person that you're committed to. You have to be vulnerable if you're committed to somebody. You can't have walls with your committed partner. So commitment means vulnerability, and vulnerability and intimacy means rejection and abandonment. So commitment equals rejection and abandonment. So if you're showing up emotionally available, loving, and consistent with them, you're going to trigger them and they're going to be terrified about committing to you because there's that pressure to be emotionally vulnerable and intimate with you. But if they get into a relationship with somebody who is emotionally unavailable, especially somebody if they're narcissistic, there's no threat of emotional intimacy in that relationship. There is no pressure for them to lower their walls because this person has their walls up too. It's surface level. It might be toxic, but toxicity doesn't trigger their attachment wounds. Vulnerability, intimacy, and emotional availability trigger their attachment wounds. So if this new person or a previous person from their past was toxic, narcissistic, or emotionally unavailable, that's the kind of person that feels safe to the dismissive avoidance nervous system